And let me introduce this bootcamp to you, especially for those who are getting just into the area of business analytics. So it will be very beneficial to all of you, and you will get a lot of benefits in it, because in this bootcamp you are going to learn different tools and different techniques from the very basics, right? As well as a lot of more benefits I will let you know in the upcoming slides. Okay, so and today I'm not going to take your a lot of time. I just need 15 to 20 minutes to elaborate all the roadmap, that how we are going to do and what we are going to do. So this is all of you know that this is of 30 days of bootcamp, right? So let me move my slide and let you know that how we divided these 30 days and how many sessions we have divided whole curriculum for it. So the modules that are divided in total 5 different modules. So the very first module includes, just a second, the first module is including the SQL sessions. Okay, and the platform that we are going to use for SQL is MySQL. Okay, and for SQL there are 9 sessions, each 1.5 hours for it. Okay, then we will move ahead with Power BI, right? So one tool to handle the data, second tool for the visualizations, so that overall growth of yours in the field of analytics will be there. So you understand how to handle the data using the SQL, then visualizing it, creating the dashboards. We have 5 sessions for Power BI also. Then we have the module 3rd, where you have gained the knowledge of Python. Okay, for basically in Python we are going to look into the basics of Python and few libraries also that are useful for your analytics area, right? There are again 9 sessions of it, each of 1.5 hours. Okay, and the benefit of this platform is that you are going to learn the Colab, that is Google Colab, where we are going to do the Python programming, as well as we will go through the Kaggle platform also, where you use the Kaggle platform to code. Okay, for Python or the R coding, you can use Kaggle platform also. And Cloud for Code, this is also again online platform provided by the Anaconda. Okay, where you can code online, okay, in the browser itself. So no need to install any software for the Python in your system, because if you are going to install Anaconda or installing any other platform for the Python, it also decreases the speed of your system. So if you even have 4 GB RAM with your system, then even you can run all these things. Okay, and finally in the module 4 we have the capstone projects that contains 2 sessions. I'm going to explain you each and every concept of project, every point of that project, how to deal with it, what are the basic concept of it, what is the objective, what is the problem statement, what is the metadata for your project, how to get familiar with the data also, right? And we have a dedicated 5 sessions for your doubt clearing, questions, and different answers we will provide you for that. So the different solutions we will provide you for your queries. So specifically 5 sessions for your doubt clearing also. So these 3 tools are going to be covered in this complete bootcamp of 30 days. Okay, so 9, 5, 9, 2, 5, these are 30 sessions that are going to be conducted in this particular module. Okay, so let's have a look that what are the different things that you are going to gain in this complete 30 days in different tools. Okay, the very first thing that we already seen in the last slide, that is you are going to gain the concepts of SQL, Power BI, and Python, right? Second thing, it is not a theoretical sessions. You are going to learn on the basis of projects. Okay, so first session is for the introduction of your tool. Then after, with the implementation of the particular tool, we are going to conduct, or we are going to perform, or we are going to build a project on that particular tool. So how to deal with the project also you will learn in this particular sessions, so that direct implementation will let you have a hands-on practice also, and just not sitting and observing things will be there, right? So you have to create these projects in parallel with me, and the doubts that you are having during the sessions are the best learning part, right? If you are facing the problem during implementations, during the sessions, that will make you the best learning area into the particular tool. Okay, it's okay, Sandeep. We are just on second slide. So the assignments will be there per week. You have to submit it within 3 days. Okay, these assignments are also implementation based assignments for your practice purpose, because we are having the sessions only in weekdays. So you have Saturday and Sunday with you when you can do your practice work. So the whole assignment containing the sessions topic that we covered in the last week. Okay, and these assignments are such designed that a different steps are there, and a guided instructions are also along with it, so that you can not feel that okay, I'm stuck at this point now, how to do the remaining part of the assignment. So it will be instruction based assignment, so that you can have a good practice with the learnings of the previous week. Okay, and up to Tuesday you have to submit these assignments also, right? So these are more or less, you can say, the assessment process also. There will be project in the end of every tool again. So overall, one project along with the learning, second project at the end of the tool. Okay, and there will be one capstone project. What is in this capstone project? You are going to use all these 3 techniques, all these 3 tools all together in a single project. So we'll learn that how to implement Python programming and SQL in Python. Okay, or how to interface SQL servers with Power BI. Okay, and how to connect the outputs from the Python into Power BI. So Power BI is basically the visualization tool. That's why these both things are very useful to be implemented with Python and Power BI, because in Power BI itself you can do the both type of programming, that is SQL and the Python. Okay, so it will be a great source or great tool that we can use in capstone project. Okay, then the remaining 5 days, if you are having doubts, then we are going to clear that one. Otherwise, in parallel, we are going to learn about the business required documents. These business required documents are abbreviated as BRD. These are very important documents from the point of view of industrial projects. Whenever you are going to implement, or whenever you are going to work in industry, they will just provide you these documents only, and let you say that these are the BRD. Just go through this BRD and the data set that you have and start working on it. You have the understanding that how to understand these reports, these documents, what are these documents, what type of things are there, how the content is distributed in that particular BRD. Okay, because the objective, the problem statement, the metadata, information about the data, the particular requirements of the client and how to get those insights, what are the required outputs they required in that project. All things are available in these BRD only. So no one is going to explain you all these things. You have to understand using these reports, these documents only. So the understanding of this BRD is very important. And second thing, if you are only in data analytics, then even you can work with the project without these BRD. But if you are getting into business analytics, then this is the necessary thing, necessary skill that you have with you, because as a business analyst, you are going to create these documents for the analytical team. Okay, that's why BRD is over there in this module. Then finally, after getting the insights from the data and going through all the outputs, all the charts, all the dashboard, right? You have to create a report for your client. So what will be the structure? What will be the content of your report and how to prepare these reports? That is the part of your exercises over here. Okay, I'm going to explain it to you that what is the importance and how to create these reports also. BRD before starting the project, and these reports are after completing the projects. Okay, so both things we need to understand, because from my experience, I learned that working with the tools consumes at max 30% duration of the whole project. The remaining 70% duration consumes in creating these documents, okay, creating the reports, creating the BRD, and understanding your data, right? Because if you have a big data even with you, then even these tools are so efficient, so effective, that they can convert the data within minutes into the visualization. And in Python or in SQL, a few line of code will give you the required outputs. But again, that depends that how effectively your data is cleaned, how effectively, how precisely your data is prepared for that particular project. So that's why 70% of your time during the project is consumed in understanding and creating these documents. Because if there is no document behind it, then you are the only person who understands what you have done in that analytics. To understand your stakeholders, your clients, you have to create these documents with it. Okay, then there will be a lot of knowledge sharing about the learning resources like Kaggle, GitHub. Those things are also we are using in the project preparation, project practices, assignment practices, your implementation of the project during the learning of the tool, right? And a lot more resources will be provided to you, because in SQL, if you say, there are more than 1,000 functions, 1,000 commands in it. It is not possible to remember all the commands of these tools. So you must have a strong resources, the resources that are helpful for you. If you are in the field of programming or in the field of analytics before, you heard about Stack Overflow, right? Those kind of resources helps you a lot during your projects, because these are open sources. You can take the help from the different resources. These are open source. Programming is never a copyrighted thing, right? So no one have a copyright on any code. So you can freely collect those informations, those codes from the resources, and you can be used in your project by implementing your concept, implementing your logic into it. And let me clear you one thing. Even if you are using the codes, you have to implement your logic each and every time with the different projects also, right? Let me give you one example, that you have some code to execute something. Okay, one project is from e-commerce domain, second project is from healthcare domain. Both of these domains having their specific requirements. You can't implement your same logic on e-commerce as well as on healthcare, because their requirements are different. One is concerned with the clients or the customers directly, other is concerned with their profits, right? So the analytics is different for both of them. That's why you have the concept, you have the knowledge that okay, this kind of thing I need to implement this kind of logic. This is my requirement. According to this requirement, these things can be implemented, right? So I will provide you a lot of learning resources also along with these modules, from where you can learn a lot also. After these bootcamp, you can have a lot of practice also on these platforms, on from these resources, so that you have a good hands-on practice with the particular tool also. Over those resources, you will find more opportunity to work with the global analysts who are working on particular projects. Okay, so that you have a great knowledge with the industrial concepts of doing the project. Okay, so that kind of resources I will provide you. Then I will let you know how to build, how to develop your social network at LinkedIn, because as you know, nowadays the online platform of network is the biggest network. And if you have a strong social network on LinkedIn with the professionals, you are going to get the required job or required career within few months. Okay, and let me clear you one more thing. If you are planning that after 30 days you can get a handsome job, handsome package, that's not possible, because SQL, Python, and Power BI, they need practices, and the market right now required the skills only. If you think that within 30 days, within 40 days, you are going to learn these things and get the jobs and crack the interviews, that's not possible nowadays. Before 1 year, it is possible. But now, as the market scenario is completely changed, the companies have a specific requirement about the skills. So for that, you need to do a good hands-on or a lot of hands-on practices on these tools. Okay, and for that purpose, we are with you for next 6 months. Whatever practice, whatever projects you are doing, if you are having any doubt into it and need a technical support, then we are with you over there. That is time constraints. You have to book the slot for it. Okay, and our technical team will be with you over there, right? This is the first batch. We have a lot of batch before also. Many of you are joining in this session also who already taken the sessions. This is the first batch we are planning according to this module. the different things are done in different module before, but we have combined all these resources all together so that we are going to have a one batch in a month, and the candidates who are joining these sessions will get a complete overview, a complete knowledge of analytics field, so that you are having a knowledge that okay, these are the things, this is how I'm going to get the complete knowledge of the tool, these are the different resources, this is the document, how to read it, this is where I have to showcase my work, this is where I need to build my profile, this is where when I'm creating some project, my portfolio must be showcased in front of the experts. That's why a social network as well as the technical platforms are also given to you. Your projects will be showcased on Kaggle and GitHub, how to work on Kaggle, how to get the appropriate data from the Kaggle, and how to work with the GitHub. Nowadays, companies are asking that provide your Kaggle and GitHub profiles. We will go through your profile and see how you are doing your projects, up to what level, what kind of steps you are adopting, what is the level of projects you are doing, up to what level you have the knowledge, right? They are not asking technical things a lot in their interviews. They are asking for the link of your Kaggle and GitHub profiles. Okay, so this will be the complete roadmap that how we are going into this complete profile building bootcamp. Okay, within 30 days you will learn that this is the field, I have the knowledge to work with this particular tool, right? Then you can by yourself also an expert to explore the area, like okay, now I have interest in SQL or Power BI for visualization attracts me. So I will go with the Power BI and I will do several projects in Power BI, right? So these are the different fields, these are the different resources from I can gain a lot of more knowledge. Okay, and these are the platforms from where I will learn more things. Okay, so throughout these modules, you will have the knowledge up to intermediate level. Again, I am saying you will not learn up to the advanced level, because whenever you are doing the practices, then only you are going to adopt those advanced things in these tools. And our suggestion also that never go up to the advanced level till you have a good hands-on practice or working on 4 to 5 projects on the particular tool. Because if you will get into the advanced level, definitely you are falling into the a lot of doubts. Okay, and the basics are also not clear with you. During the interviews, they never ask you the advanced things. They will just check either you are familiar with the tool or not. Because as I told you, each and every project have a different scenario. So if they confirms that okay, you are familiar with the tool, you have the resources with you, so you can explore the things easily. That's why these complete roadmap of this bootcamp will help you to explore the area, right? Now let me show. Okay, then I'm concluding this session and meet you again by tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.